Lush. Thank you guys so much for watching my last vlog. Today, today we're going to be discussing a few things about the men in our lives. So I've been having this discussion with some of my friends about how their husbands or their boyfriends or their father behaves, and it seems it's quite a normal thing for the society to assume it's the mother's job or it's the wife's job to do the homemaker things, like for example take care of the kids, teach the kids, do this, do that, while the men just think the only thing they have to do for us is just to provide. Maybe because the husband is paying the house rent and paying the child school fees, he leaves every other thing to the wife. Why is that normal? I don't think it's supposed to be normal, because a child needs both parents to interfere in their lives, to check on what they're doing. For example, growing up, I know my dad would always side me in everything I do. Basically, he is the type that says, oh, don't touch my daughter, leave my daughter alone. Yeah, Fade, for my sile, leave her. But you know, parents are supposed to have the same kind of ideology. If the mother is scolding the child, the father shouldn't be like, oh, don't beat her. They should have the same decisions together. Because I was quite a naughty child growing up, and I needed to be scolded almost every time. Honestly, I was that bad. But you know, a lot of things we do when we were kids, we don't realize until when we grow up, and then we start having our own kids. For example, my 2-year-old daughter would look at me and say, Mommy, stop it. And I'm like, I'm supposed to tell you to stop it. Why are you telling me to stop it? You know, she already has that thing in her head that, imagine us going to a supermarket, for example, and picking things. She knows she's not supposed to touch some items, and then she goes and says, don't touch. Mommy, don't touch. But she's actually touching it, you know. You know that kind of thing that kids do, and they misbehave, and they do it on purpose because they know they can rely on one particular side of the parent. For example, my husband is exactly just like my dad. When I'm scolding my toddler, he tells me, oh, don't touch her. Fade, leave that child for my sile. I'm like, babe, please, we're supposed to be on the same, what's it called, on the same level here. If you do not, what's it called, if you do not train this child together, if we don't train this child together, then if I scold her, then she runs to you, and then it's not balanced. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So at the end of the day, both parents need to be on the same level or on the same page while training their kids. That's one. Another thing is, I realize a lot of couples have this thing in their heads that I have my child, or maybe if a father has this idea, oh, I love my child more than my spouse. It's wrong. The other thing is with us females, so we believe that, oh, this child, she's my life, she's my she's my dad, and then we start slacking in the ways we treat our husbands. It's not fair. Oh. The kids come after your spouse, unfortunately, but you know, we don't see it that way. We tend to say, the kid is before me. The kid is supposed to be before you, but your spouse is supposed to be before that kid, because at the end of the day, you know, you met the husband before meeting your husband, before meeting your child. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If I'm not making any sense, I want you guys to comment, and then we can have a discussion about this. It's honestly perfect. Another thing is the father figure. The father figure is needed for every child, because growing up, like I said, my dad was the soft one while my mom was the, oh my god. But you know, the father figure is needed. The father has to always be firm with the child. Not that you say, your father, you know how it is when we were kids. I remember going to some of my friends' house. This had happened in my own house, but I remember going to my friends' house. Once their dad is coming, oh my god, we're dead. We have to turn off the TV. We have to put cold towel on the TV. So, so the TV doesn't stay hot, and then he says, what have you guys been doing all day? You guys didn't do your assignment to be watching TV. But you know, for example, one of my friends, I remember this vividly, their mother was the very lenient one. She allows everything to happen in their house. Everything. She doesn't scold them. Imagine a 10-year-old asking for mommy, where's my socks? What's that? Where's your socks in your father's house? You don't know where your socks is. You are not wearing socks to school. It's not a debate, But I think us parents at times we need to be a bit firm with our kids and also respect our husbands, because these guys are there to always help us out. And also, I realized in the Nigerian economy, I don't know about the UK because I recently moved over to the UK and my husband has been really supportive. For example, we take turns in dropping off my daughter at the minders and picking her. Like in the mornings, I drop her because he leaves home around 7 and I drop her about 7:30. Then I go off to work. Then he closes early. Then he picks her up, and before I get home, they're already at home. Yeah. But in Nigeria, I know it's the women that will do the housework, that will cook, that will clean the toilet, clean the bathroom, wash the children's clothes. Even if you don't have washing machine, she will hand wash it on Saturday morning. All the stress, everything goes to the woman. Please, why? Why are Nigerian men like that? I know not all Nigerian men are like that. I'm just saying just a few of them aren't like that. I've been in my friend's house in Nigeria and I see how much these people work hard, and I'm like, thank God my husband is in diaspora, because I can't imagine doing all this by myself. You will cook, wash clothes, clean the house, do this, and then at the end of the day, you'll be the ones to leave your office early to go and pick these kids. That's if you don't have a maid or anything. But you really can't depend on maids. I had a nanny taking care of my daughter while I was in Nigeria. It was good at a point, but these people, they start to misbehave. You don't know what they are doing with your kids. You're not 100% sure. At a time when the nanny I got for her left for she was staying somewhere, so when she left for her hometown, I was so devastated. I almost took a week off work just because she was away. I trusted this nanny with my child, and I got another one, like a quick replacement in that 2 weeks period. Oh my God, this nanny! I had to get this app, and the app was I can't remember what it was called, but I have to put it by the window so I can watch what's going on in the house. Even when I was at work, my mind wasn't at peace, because, for example, I saw this nanny fed my daughter. She left the food flats by my daughter. The food flats fell off, yeah, and water came out of the food flat. Obviously, it's broken. Hot boiling water, you understand what that means, on a baby. But thank God it didn't pour on her. But I saw all those things and I was afraid. I was like, oh my God, so if parents can actually afford to take their kids to the crèche, I think it's best. And also, our husbands need to support in house chores, not basically house chores, but do the basic things. Don't leave your wife to do everything. If you see the lady is struggling, for example, some people are pregnant, they have kids, they have toddlers, and they have maybe grown-up kids. They still need to feed these kids, they still need to take care of these kids. But you just think, oh, my own is just to leave the house early in the morning and come back home at night late and go and be drinking with the boys. Why are you drinking with the boys? You had times with the boys already. You had times with these boys already. You've been friends with these boys for so long. If you know your wife is struggling in the house, why are you outside drinking and passing as if you're supposed to be jollificating all the time? No, respect your wife and take care of your wife. All these things are needed to keep the relationship burning and to keep the relationship going, because we women, when we see everything is dependent on us, at times you just feel tired and you're like, oh, everything is just on me, I'm tired. This guy said he won't do anything for me in the house. Even when he comes back home, come and see why Legon is better. He should not even come home now. He should come back home when I'm asleep and leave his food on the dining, because you're already tired from all the stress. You understand what I mean? I hope I really made sense today. If I've not made sense, you can always comment and we can have a discussion about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm at Lush Moments on IG and at Lush Moments on Twitter, and I also run www.lushmoments.com. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Bye.